Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share the resources I use to get inspiration from for my xart products. Getting design inspiration is always a struggle, but over the years I've collected some amazing websites that have helped me to build clean, professional and user-friendly websites. One thing that has really helped me to stay inspired and get creative is to know where to look for. And for this video I have actually put together a website where I have collected all the resources I am using to build my product. And no, awards.com is not on that list. And I will tell you why in a minute. Design isn't just about making things pretty, it's about functionality and the user experience. And I think there are three contributors which developers get wrong when they build a website: fonts, colors, and spacing. Let me give you an example. One of my current favorite fonts is Geist by Versal. It's clean, modern, and extremely versatile. Perfect for tech websites. Geist can act as your main font for things like the body tags, menus, and general information. It's easy on the eyes and keeps things clean. But when you want to highlight something important, like a headline or a call to action, you can bring in Thunder, for example, to make people look at it right away. This kind of pairing, simple and clean from Geist and bold and chunky with Thunder, keeps your design balanced while guiding people to things you want them to see first. And when it comes to text on your website, you have to add spacing to it to give your site enough breathing room, avoiding a cluttered look. Designing without consideration for spacing is like trying to write a book with no paragraphs. It's just hard to read. I'm not gonna dive into colors too deep in this video, but to give you a real-life example, I have recently built a chart component with different colors. My primary focus was to make this component work first, so I used the brand colors for each bar. But as you can see, it ended up looking like, well, I don't know, a kid's toy. But once the component was working, I focused on the colors, and you can see now clearly the difference. This updated version now looks like a proper product for the B2B sector. The impact color can have on your product is huge, but the topic color is also too big for this video. And if you're interested in learning more about color, let me know in the comments. Alright, let's talk about where I get my inspiration from. The web is full of amazing resources, but these are my favorites. Let's start with Dribbble. Dribbble is still one of my go-to for design inspiration. It's well known out there, but they got amazing UIs and web layouts and quite a lot of creativity in one place. I always browse Dribbble when I want to explore original creative concepts for web design. Yes, I know, some are a bit over the top or not really usable for xart, but it still has a great collection of designs. And this is also the reason I don't like awards. The pages there look amazing, they are state of the art, they are pushing the boundaries of what's possible on the front end. But these pages also tend to load very slowly. You have to scroll quite a lot to understand what's going on, and all of that doesn't help when it comes to making a sale. Well, at least for xart products, and that's what I'm focusing on in this video. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Code Drops. Code Drops has been out for ages, and it's one of the best resources for web design tutorials and inspiration. Code Drops not only shows you visually rich designs, but the code is actually open source. So you can check out how it works in details. I know a lot of examples here are also a bit crazy, but you can also just pick a certain element of it and use it to give your site something special. And that's also what I did for resumephoto.ai. I have a section here where I wanted to show the selfie, which is the before image, and the AI generated headshot, which is the after image. And when you hover over the image, you will see this transition from before and after. Let's move on to bento grids. Bento grids have become increasingly popular over the years. I'm not sure if Apple invented them, but they definitely made them popular. And I'm also a huge fan of the layout. They are modular, flexible, and allow to organize content into visually appealing tiles. To be honest, I also struggled to come up with a nice looking design for bento grids. That's when I discovered the website, well, also called Bento Grids, and they feature, you can guess it, they have a ton of examples from other products and websites. And this actually helped me to come up with my own bento grid for Resume Photo. Alright, the last page I want to cover is Uncover Labs. This is a page I have stumbled upon recently. It has a ton of great designs for designers and developers, especially if you're working on SaaS websites and applications. They have a growing library of ready-made templates for Figma. For example, you can grab a hero section, pricing section, or even a newsletter call section without having to design them from scratch. It's all there. Personally, I found these designs to be clean, modern, and very SaaS focused, which makes it super easy to plug and play without overthinking. I have like 30 more resources on my webpage, and I only wanted to pick the ones I am using on a daily basis. And if you are a developer and you struggle with design, and trust me, you are not the only one, try to challenge yourself to build something you have seen on Dribble or on Bento Grids. Use whatever tech stack you want, React, Vue, it doesn't really matter. And just try to copy what you see on the screen. By recreating those components, you will improve your skills exponentially. Try to do this a couple of times and you will quickly realize that by doing so, you will get a better understanding of the small but important details. That's also what I did when I started to learn design. I tried to replicate what I have seen on Dribble or Behance. So if you are struggling to get into development or design, I get it. You see a beautiful website out there and you think that's something I could never build. But trust me, you can. All the resources you need are out there. And on top of that, we have now something like ChatGPT, where you can ask questions and report the errors you have to improve your code. I'm using it all the time to bounce off ideas or to fix some issues I have with my code. I hope you like the resources I have collected. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Keep designing, keep building, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.